Okay, so first of all, you're going to come to this website. It's called the iElken.com. Then in here, you will see that there's a login and join now. So for the member, what they do is that they just click the login. This is how they're going to go into the iBS. Okay, if you click the login, then you will come to this page. Okay, so here is the iElken member back office. Is where the member able to log into the iBS. Okay, if your account now, I think we all can just try to log in together to the iBS, and then I will show you what is all the function is all about and how to do a sign up of people and so on. And okay, actually login, there's one thing. It's called the login. Then in here you have the what you do. You have put in a password. In here we see there's a catcher here, but right now we are temporarily disable this code. So that means that the member not necessarily need to key in the code in order to log in. But we're going to open up the function in the near future. So the member have to key in the ID, they have to put in their password, and they have to put in this catcher in order to log in. Okay, so if we're done, then why not we just log in now? So just click the button login. And we're going into the what you call the iBS, the dashboard. Okay, just we'll go through with you a quick one on the dashboard. So in here, the up here is where the time is all about. It's based on the Hong Kong time. Okay, it's iElken time. So depending where you log in and globally depending on the area that log in, but the time is based on the Hong Kong. That is where our closing time is based on. And there's a language here. You can choose a different languages to change to iBS to language, but for this training we just keep it as the English. And just for your information, some of the language the translation is not 100% completed yet, so it may some translation may still miss out. So the last one here, you can log up the iBS from here. Okay, the dashboard, I'm going to go through the dashboard little bit later, not now. Okay, I'm going through the dashboard a little bit later. Why not we just go into the menu bar in here. Okay, you will see there's a 3 line here, straight line. If you just click it, then you can hide the menu bar. Also, you have the full screen of the dashboard. Then click again, then you will come up with the full menu bar. And right now, why not we go to the My Account. Let's click the My Account. Okay, My Account is where all the personal particular, all the information will be in here. Okay, first, member ID, then will be the ID and their passport number or their IC number. All the field you see with this gray color is not able to change. Also, if the member found that, let's say they are, they type in the wrong IC number or type in the wrong password, then how they're going to change? They only have to go through the My Feedback and get the customer service to change for them, to provide proof that they key in wrongly and so on. So all these fields are not able to change. And the other field is there, where is UK based? So name as per IC. Here is name in English. Why there's a 2 name here? This particular name is for those who have, they don't have the English name. For example, people from Thailand, Taiwanese, they may key in their Chinese name or Thai name here. Then in here, they can key in their English name again. It's for us for easy reference. So prefer language. So it's the language that you use. Sign up date. This one cannot change. Account type. So account type right now, there's only 2 account types. One is brand ambassador, BA. The other one is member, for those who sign up member. So status is active now. Okay, sponsor name. Okay, for this one is a sponsor name. So who sponsor you? Date of birth. So date of birth is, they can choose their date of birth, then you can change your date of birth here. And email address. Okay, in here, the email address that, member can change the email address as well. Or if they found that they want to use a new email, for example, when they do a sign up, they already email. So what they do is that they can click the change email here, then they can change their email to the new email. They put in their new email, and then they put in their e-wallet password. And later on, I'll talk about the e-wallet password later. So this is where they're able to change the email. Of course, the home number, office number, mobile number, fax number, this all is the personal information that if they want to change their mobile phone is as well, they can able to change it. So whatever you do after change, just click the save changes, then the information will be captured. So there's a field called my information. The second one is address. Okay, address, there are three types of address here, three information. One is a correspondent address. Okay, that's where the BA live, they want to stay where, there's correspondent address. Shipping address can be same as correspondent address or different. Because certain people, they may live in condominium, then they will find out that it will be difficult to get the parcel. So they will put their correspondent address as their condominium address, but the shipping address maybe is their company address or their mother address and so on. So they can put the shipping address here, 1 and 2, for them to keep the information. So all this information is freely changed as well. They can change whatever time they want. Then when they change it, they just click Save Changes. That's it. So that is where you can, but normally just for one information. The shipping address, right now the company only able to shift to the country that we are operate. But it's also depending, if you want to shift to your own address, if you are Malaysia, registered Malaysia, then you only can shift back to Malaysia. Later on, I'll talk about the shipping address later. So you make sure that you put in the right shipping address. Don't put like shipping address go to US, whatever and so on. Of course, that you won't able to receive your products. Change password. Okay, this is where we want to change the password of the login password. You just put in your current password, 2 new password, and click Save Changes. Very simple. You can see there is a particular small line here. There's a requirement for password. If the member want to change to a new password, there's a one requirement. What happened that the password must be 6 characters. That means that have to include the alphabet and numerical. That means ABC 1, 2, 3. Okay, something like that. And also one uppercase. So this is a password requirement. But currently it's still not fully enforced this particular thing, but better to ask them to change the password accordingly. Okay, so password very simple, minimum 6 character with alphabet and numerical plus at least one capital. Last one, this is where they set up their bank account, their information. Okay, in here that of course they choose a country, let's say choose a Malaysia, bank. Okay, here you can find there's a lot of the bank list here. Just ignore them for a while. I already asked the finance to clean up this particular bank list. So it's only left that the important bank, or all the popular bank in Malaysia, all this discount, whatever, they're going to remove it. So just ignore all this particular list. So just choose the bank that, like most people use. And then, for example, all these Sagamas, whatever, can just ignore them because you're going to ask them to remove it. Because this is more for the corporate account. And then we are only dealing with individual. So we not really need to deal with the corporate account. Some of them you also see there's a investment bank, SBI, also ignore that one because we're going to remove from the list as well. This one is normally for all the corporate account used, not for individual. So the list here, whatever you see from the list here, it will be cleaned up soon. And it's only left that Maybank, Public Bank, OCBC Bank, all the bank that the individual were using. Let's say, example, I just take a Hong Leong Bank. Okay, so this is my account, Hong Leong Bank. Swift code. We no need to worry so much about the Swift code because Swift code is normally for international transfer. If everyone is just using the local bank, then just leave it there. Okay, then they have to put in their account number. So let's say key in the account number. So okay, so this is the bank account number. It's a very crucial information. Bank account numbers, and also that the information must be accurate. Otherwise, we won't able to transfer, we won't able to credit the money into the bank account. To credit the money into the bank account, there are few requirements. First requirement, of course, they need to be upload their IC with verified. Second one, they must have their bank account and account number filled up correctly. And thirdly, because when the company transfer the money to this particular account, actually there is what we call is a bank verification process. The bank will check that in this account was same as the IC number that when it put into the my information, it have to be matched. So for example, when we send the the money to this particular account with this account number, the IC number itself, the bank will use it at verification. With all this information together, then they will receive the money. Some people, they won't able to receive the money. It's not because their bank account not accurate. The bank account accurate, but they still reject by bank. The possible reason, if you find this type of case happen, if the account is accurate, the IC is accurate, everything is correct, but the bank is still reject this particular transaction, it's most likely that the IC number that registered in bank and our IC number that registered in our system is different, because the bank will use this IC for cross-checking. Maybe either they put in their wrong IC number here, so the IC is not valid, or sometimes that their bank, they're using their old IC number, in here they're using a new IC number. So when the money transfer to the bank, then it been blocked by bank. So that is a possible reason that why certain member not able to receive the money. So it's very, make sure that the account number is accurate. That is very important. Account number is accurate, and the IC is accurate, and the IC in the bank and our system is also the same. Okay, when we finish everything, just click save changes. That's it. So this is a bank account information that the company will send money to my particular bank. You can see here, there is a change bank account info as well. So for example, after 3 months, they decided not want to debit their money to the Hong Leong Bank. They want to change to Maybank. They just click change bank info. Then you can change the bank here. For example, I want to change to Maybank. Okay, Malayan banking, Maybank. Okay, let's me, I want to change to Maybank with my account number. Okay, then after that, of course, is here you need the e-wallet password in order for them to change it around. Okay, so I will talk about this one, the e-wallet password, later. Okay, just for your information, right now, if the live account that I use here, there you'll be add in another function into this in about, I think about 1 week to 2 weeks time. There'll be a new function that will be added in here. Just take a note here. The new function that added in within the next 1-2 weeks is the bank debit, is the payment method. What I mean by the payment method is that the bonus payment method. When the member, the BA, receive the bonus, they have the choice to whether they want their bonus to directly debit into the e-wallet, or they want to directly debit into the bank account. So there is a choice in here. There will be a function that are going to open up. So as member, let's say they choose the function to be an e-wallet. It means that every time they receive the bonus, the money will automatically credit to the e-wallet. If they choose direct debit to bank, that means when they receive the bonus in every week time, the company will debit their bonus into the bank automatically. Also, there is a new function that we added in here. Just take a note. Right now it's not yet, but just take a note. Okay, so basically this is the my account information that the member able to control, and they're able to key in their information accordingly. It's quite flexible. If they really know how to use this section, it's very flexible for them to change their particular information, to change the bank information without even informing company. So they have quite a good control into their own account. Okay, so there will be a my account. Just in case that when I go through, if you have any question, can you just take the information now, or put it there. If you have any question, I will stop after the training. I think I will stop for 10 minutes or 5 minutes to 10 minutes. You can put your question down and maybe put in the chat, so I can pick up from there and I can answer your question. Okay, so this is my account. So before I go anywhere, before I going through all this function, let me go up to the sign up first. The two most important function for the BA, one is the sign up, one is a shopping. They want to buy product or they want to sign up a new people. Okay, what happened that if they want to sign up a new member? There are few ways to doing that. If they want to sign up, the important is that go to here, it's called genealogy. Okay, if you click the genealogy, okay, you can see there is a function here, few function here. Okay, I will show you few methods, 3 methods that how the member able to sign up new member. First method, very simple one, just click enroll now. Okay, just click this button, enroll now. So enroll basically is a sign up, is a recruitment. So when you click the enroll now, it will bring you to this page. This is where the member sign up any new BA or new members. Okay, first of all, coming down here. Okay, right now I show you the step by step on how to sign up a new member. Or you can do it together. So first, select a country. Right now we only have these few countries that they're able to sign in. If we, let's say in the future, we open up Philippines, we open up Taiwan, then you will see that there will be a new country be added in. So right now they have to choose a country. Let's say I choose Malaysia. Okay, just if I choose Malaysia, that means that I'm Malaysian, my product have to send to Malaysia. I cannot sign up people in Malaysia, then I want to send the product to Thailand. Cannot. So if I choose Malaysia, that means all my product have to send to Malaysia. It's automatically fixed. Okay, after choose Malaysia, Malaysia is a little bit tricky compared to other country. Other country very simple. You choose a country there, then that's it. But Malaysia, there's another few area that we have to find. West Malaysia, East Malaysia, Tioman, Langkawi or Labuan. These 2 areas are for those, a special designated area that beat up GST. But not many people live in this area. But if yes, then they have to choose. But most people will choose either West Malaysia or East Malaysia. Let's say I choose the West Malaysia. Okay, so select member type. Okay, this is very crucial. BA is where they sign up, they can have earn bonus, they can sponsor people, they're able to earn their bonus and sponsor people. But for member, is only they able to buy product. They cannot sponsor people, they cannot earn bonus. So it's very crucial that they have to choose correctly. But I can safely say that 99% of people will go into the brand ambassador. When they choose the brand ambassador, you can see there is a description of what the brand ambassador, they are eligible for bonus, they can sponsor people. But when you look at member, they are not entitled for bonus. They cannot sponsor people. So that is a very crucial difference. So I just use the brand ambassador as example for sign up because I would say that more than 99% of people sign up is under brand ambassador. Okay, let's say I want to sign up brand ambassador. So this is our normal member. Brand ambassador have silver, gold, and platinum. So if you can read here accordingly, what is the term and condition criteria for brand ambassador. Okay, and here you can see one is called I am the sponsor. The other button is I'm not the sponsor. I am the sponsor is that I want to sign up this member, this new BA. Let's say I sponsor people called David. I want to sponsor him. So if I want to sponsor him, I will have to click I am the sponsor. It's very crucial. But certain leaders, they want to sign up on behalf of their member. For example, my downline is let's say my downline is called Peter. Then I want to help Peter to sign up a new member called Ahmad. So if in that case, I cannot choose I am the sponsor because I want to sign up on behalf of Peter. Then I have to click I am not the sponsor. So you can see that if I click I'm the sponsor, I only need to choose my placement ID. That means where I place my people. But if I choose I'm not the sponsor, then I come up with the member ID again. Why? Because I have to sign up on behalf of others. Just remember that I only can sign up on behalf of my downline, my own downline. I cannot do cross-lining sign up. That means I cannot sign up for my other group. So as long as the people are underneath my downline, then I can sign up for them. So that means that I have to put in the sponsor member ID of my sponsor member ID. Okay. So let's say, I also don't know, let me try up. So there is another sponsor ID, that my downline sponsor ID. Then after that, I have to choose whether I want to place left, right, or auto. Left is mean that I will place my people on my left hand side, or far left. If even my left hand side already have people, it will go down further until the end. So left, right. Okay, auto. A lot of people don't understand what it meant by auto. Auto, it means that the computer will automatically place this new member on their pay leg. Power leg is where they have the highest GCV. Pay leg is when they have less GCV. For example, their left hand side is have 10,000 GCV. Right hand side is only 1,000, that means 1,000 is pay leg. So if I choose auto, that means this member will automatically go to my right hand side. If they do not know how to use it, I still recommend them to choose whether they want to put left and right. Okay, let's say I want to put left hand side. So then I have to key in the member ID again. Okay, this is my own ID. So I click next. Hold on. Oh, because this sign up is very different. Let me try again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I think it's a 9 ID. Okay, let me try this one. Oh, okay, I think I have to go to find my sponsor ID first. Okay, I show you the later how I'm going to find my sponsor ID, because right now I just take I'm the sponsor first, so simple first. So later I'm going to show you how the member going to do. I'm not the sponsor because I have to go down to my sponsor tree and placement tree to find my new member ID code. Then I only can do the sign up. Okay, then I'll show it to you later. So let's say this one is where, let's say if I choose auto, the place member ID automatic my member ID. So if this is the case, that means that, okay, they have to sign up their new information. Okay, so after they choose either left, right, after they found that it's incorrect, they can click edit again. Then they can choose, they can put different place, right, left. Okay, so for example, I want to put right hand side, my own ID. Okay, so that is the case. Okay, regarding this ID, placement ID and the scenario, later on if I have time, I will go through with you. If no, I will ask Sharon to put in the scenario of what is meant by placement ID. They have been done up one PowerPoint scenario that I'm going to put into the Sharon folder. You guys can go and take a look on what happened that if I choose to place in the different member ID, then what happened to the network. They already have done up the good PowerPoint to show you what is happened to here that I'm going to put into the the folder later. You can all can refer to it. Okay, so right now after that, let's say put in the information. Let's say I want to put in the name here, choose the language, email. Let's say email. Okay, remember I have to type in 2 times the email. If you found out that the email is not correctly, let's say this one, that means I cannot match. That means the email or retype is not matched because it's not the same. So I have to retype it again. So why we need to type in 2 times? Just in case that the people type in the wrong email first time. It's a very common mistake that people will type in the wrong email. So that if I type in both is accurate, that means it's okay already. So that means that I can continue. I give you another sample. What happened that if I already type in the email that people already use? Okay, see what happened? Email duplicate. That means they cannot use already. This email already used by some other people. So remember the email must be unique. And so this is why they have to have their own unique email to sign up. Why email is very important? Because everyone that have to use the email to reset their password, to do a lot of things, with all through email. So email is very crucial and it must be typed to only one people. Okay, so I choose Malaysia, date of birth. They can choose date of birth, whatever they want. So let's say this is my date of birth. Actually, if they want, they can change here as well. Or they can type in and change as well. It's fine. Okay. And if they find it wrongly, what you do is that March You know, it's like that. Okay, the date of birth, choose either type or either select the date from here. If you want to type, it's fine. Okay, so gender, let's say I choose male. Okay, national ID, this is very crucial, they must type in correctly. So yeah, just take an example. So this is my national ID and phone number. Okay, so type in a phone number. These are all, we see all the star here must be compulsory. So I type in everything. Let's say I'm single. If I'm married, then I have to put in my wife information, my spouse information. Or if no, I just click single. Then I have to click I agree with all term and conditions. If they want to read, they can click here to read all the term and condition and continue. Then the next page is go into the product selection. Okay, just wait for a while. The internet seems very slow here. Okay, so in here there's a product selection. Now the first two columns, just ignore that, just leave it there. It's automatic if they sign BA. So in here we can see there's a platinum, gold, and silver pack. It's all the packages here. If the customer want to find out what is the information, actually they can click the button, then it will come up with the description of the information for this particular package. So they have the 16 life extra and 1 Spirina. Okay, same thing also, if I want to click the NOA, it will come up the description for this NOA package. Right now, let me sign up. If I want to sign up as silver, you see there's a 3 package here, Life Extra, El Marian Blanc, UP2. Let's say I want to sign up as a El Marian Blanc. I just tick. So I have to pay 933 ringgit. And with the 60 CV. In here is called the loose item. In case the new member, they want to buy other product together, that means they can just pick whatever product they want to buy. They can click here. They can buy extra product, but in here I just leave it blank. Okay, so I just want to sign up as a El Marian Blanc. So I click next. Okay, so there's information to confirm again. Silver pack. Okay, I want to confirm to buy this pack. If I'm not confirmed, I can go back, continue shopping. Or I'm going back there to choose my product again. If I'm okay, then I just place order. Okay, so after place order, I need to key in all my address information. Okay, just key in whatever just key in the address. So Malaysia, let's say choose Kuala Lumpur, Seras. Okay, so this is my, let's say if my correspondent address and my shipping address is the same, I just put a tick there. So it's all just copy over. If not the same, then you retype the address again. Okay, so address is quite simple, straightforward. Then click confirm info. Okay, so this is a register bill, iElken product, personal website, El Marian Blanc. I buy these packages. Okay, payment method, delivery. For Malaysia, delivery. For Brunei and Singapore, you have the pickup functions as well. So right now, let's say pick delivery. Actually, you will see delivery fee is 0 because all the welcome pack, the delivery already included. Ignore the e-voucher for now. Then the payment method is that they want to use credit card. Okay, and of course, when the e-wallet function is available, that means that the payment option can be credit card and e-wallet as well. Or there'll be another payment method, but right now, let's say only credit card. You must put a tick here. I have read. Then I click payment. If I click payment, it will bring me to the iPay88 payment gateway. Malaysia is iPay88. Different country, right now, some of the country have different payment gateway. So in here, what you have to do is you have to put in your card number, credit card number, CVC is the last 3 digits of the credit card, and expiry date, card issuing country, and issuing bank. So when you have to put in all this particular information and click OK, then it proceeds. Then it will go into the next page. It's called the OTC. That means the bank will send you the SMS or the 3-digit SMS that you have to key in into the system or in order for this transaction to go through. So this is the whole process of what you call the sign up. After, let's say, assume that if I sign up completed, then what happened? If I sign up completed, then what you do is that you're going to receive an email. The email that will put in the password and so on. So right now I just give you a sample. So let's say this is my login this is my email. So you can see there is a this is where I reset the password. Okay, welcome, thank you, email. Okay, there's an email here, it's not in here. Anyway, I just let you know what happened. The email is not in here. I use another account to do testing. So what happened that the member will receive the email. The email is either is in their inbox. If they don't see the email inbox, what happened that a lot of people, they have to go to what they call the spam mail or junk mail. Or sometimes the mail is kept inside this spam mail. So they will click it. So there will be a welcome to iElken. I don't have that particular email with me, but basically what happened that if you go into the email, then you scroll down, it will say welcome to join us, whatever. Then there is a particular box in here, down here. Is their member ID and their password. Is where they have to copy that password, temporary password, and log in to the iBS. So if they have the member ID and they copy the password, there's two information they have that then they can come to here again. Okay, so they log up, then they come to this member site again to key in their member ID and their temporary password and log in. So this is how they get their password. Remember they have to go into the email to check their password, the temporary password. So that means that the email must be accurate, must be correct. If they cannot see the email in the inbox, they can go to the junk mail and take a look. Okay, so after they have the information, they just key in here. What happened that member that they forgot their password? They totally forgot it. They don't know what is that. So this is why they click forgot password. When you forgot password, you click the email again. You put in the email that the computer will allow you to sign up. So for example, if I put in the email in here, then I click the submit. Then what happened that the reset email password, this is a reset email password, will send to my Gmail. So it means that the reset password, there's a link here. If I click the link here, it will bring me to the page that to ask me to put in the new email password. Okay, I cannot use this account to test because this account already expired. Now this is where I use the test account, already expired. So if I click here, then it probably will bring me to the pages to ask me to give me a new email or to give me a new password and retype the password again, then I can reset my password. So reset password is quite simple. You just click the forgot password, type in my email, click submit. I go to email and check. I click this button. It will pop up the page call to ask me to key in the new password again. By just doing that, that's it. I reset the password. So that is how the sign in and reset the password is being done. Okay, so as I say that to do the enrollment, there are a few methods. The first method is where we use the enroll now. Actually, there are a second method. Let me show it to you first. Second method is here. If I go to the iElken, the website, you can see there is a key called Join Now. If I click the Join Now, then it's also a login page. It's also a sign up page as well. So why member want to use this page is for example, right now I'm in KL, and I have one friend that he stay in Penang. He want to do a sign up, and he want to use his own credit card. So that means that I cannot log into my site to sign up for him, because if I log into my site, I don't have his credit card information. So that my friend in this Penang, he want to do a sign up with the own credit card. What I have to do is that I just ask him to go to the www.ielken.com and click Join Now. So when I click Join Now, it will bring them to this sign up page. So the whole process is exactly the same. You can see here, it's the same. So West Malaysia, brand ambassador, same. But in here that I must provide my friend, that means that they have to WhatsApp, SMS, their friend, their sponsor ID and their placement ID and where they have to place. So this is where they have to provide these three information to their friend. After the friend key in the information, the whole process is the same. Okay, you can see sign up again, everything again, so everything is the same. So they just follow the whole process until the end, then they put in their credit card number. That's it. That means you have the new sign up. So that's the second method that the people able to do a sign up. Okay, then right now I show you the third method. Okay, the third method sign up, genealogy. Just now we say we use the enroll now. So enroll now, we can sign up the people here. The second method to do a sign up, the third method to do a sign up is I go to genealogy. If I go to click the placement network diagram. Okay, so this is a placement diagram. You can see here there's my sponsor tree. So what happened that there's a lot of empty here. See, place here, place here, place here. This is called the empty. That this is a place that I can sign up my new member. If I do not know where I want to put my place left, let's say I want to put my new member here. So what I do is I just click the place. It also bring me to my login page. Not login, the enrollment page. The whole process is the same. You see, exactly the same. But in here, you won't see the sponsor ID is automatic login. Or normally, the sponsor ID is where, if I use my placement ID, normally it will assume to log in, I am the sponsor first. Okay? So if I click next, let's say I choose Malaysia. So it will assume, is it the placement, you don't need to choose the placement. Why you don't need to choose the placement? Because we already clicked that particular placement tree. I want to place there. So no need to click the placement. So it's only sponsor ID, you automatically default it to be my sponsor ID. So I click next. So sign up process is the same. Going to the placement tree, do a sign up is just save us the step of no need to put in the placement ID. And it also will assume that we are the one who sponsor. So it saves some time. So for those who want to use the placement tree to do a sign up. So three method. Also go to here, enroll now, placement network, or you can sign up the member from here. But this one you have to provide your placement ID, everything to your friend. They sign up on their own. That means you are not helping them to sign up. They sign up on their own with their own credit card. But most people, I will encourage them go to enroll now because it's where it's easier, and they also have the option to choose I'm sponsor and I'm not the sponsor. Okay, so this is sign up. So sign up. This method here. Okay, there are another way of signing up people. It's where the member, they don't want to use their credit card or debit card. They want to use the EPP or iElken for sign up. Okay, there's a different. If they want to use the easy payment or iElken to do the sign up, they cannot come to this section. Because this section sign up is only for those who want to use credit card or debit card. If I want to use the easy payment or iElken loan, I have to come to here. So you can see here, I'm enrolled now using EPP or iElken. I'm doing shopping, and I'm doing what I call the order history. Okay, let me show you something first. Talk about the order history. Okay, never mind, later. Enroll now. So in these cases is where I want to sign up with easy payment or iElken. But just remember that manual easy payment or iElken, the sign up is not instant. That means whatever I do in these pages is only a pending order until the EPP or until the what you call the iElken is processed correctly, then it's only become a valid member. And EPP and for iElken is only for Malaysia right now because Thailand we don't have EPP yet. So let's say take a Malaysia case. I choose West Malaysia. Okay, there are online EPP is going to start up. Basically, it's the same thing as the manual EPP, but online EPP is only for public bank. What I mean by manual? Manual is that they go into the manual, they have to fill up the form, then they have to pass the form to the branches or email back to the HQ in order to approve. But if they do use online EPP, it's not required to use the form anymore. They just go in there, do all the same thing, do the payment, select a tenant, that's it. The sales is instant, but right now online EPP is only for public bank. So let me take the manual EPP example. So we can see the 3 banks here, and we're going to add in more banks, or few more banks within this few days, including Maybank, CMB Bank, whatever bank, a lot of bank that is going to add it in here in the short period of time. So right now, let's just take an example. Let's say I want to use HSBC card. So I choose manual EPP, I choose HSBC card. Let's say I'm the sponsor, do a quick one. Okay, sign up process, same thing. I show you the whole process, sign up process. Okay, Malaysia, date of birth, gender. Actually, you can see if you are already familiarized with it, the sign up is very fast. Single, continue, prefer language. Okay, select the package. Let me just choose let's say I choose a Go package here. I want to buy this Go package. Click next. Okay, confirm my order. Okay, press order. Okay, address. So I copy all the same address. Shipping address corresponding. This one I can go very quickly because you already know. So, okay, so this is a manual EPP bill. Still go for delivery. Okay. When they use a manual EPP, you can see that there is a requirement in here for them to key in the member information, because they need to provide us their credit card information in order for the CS and SP to process this particular payment. Tenor is automatic. It depending on the amount, that whether they can choose 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months, depending on amount, depending on bank. Minimum must be 500 and above, otherwise they're not able to use the ET payment. But for all the BA pack is above 500, so minimum they will have is a 6-month tenor. If I say that if I choose 6-month tenor, you can see there's an admin fee. Admin fee for 6 months and 12 months is 3.3% of the gross amount. If I choose 12 months, it's the same. So if I choose 24 months onward, is what you call the 6%, 6.6% admin fee. So let's say I choose 12 months. So my admin fee 83. So that's my package 2,658. Admin fee is 87. So my total payable is 2,745 and 71 cents. So that is the total amount that I'm going to pay. So after I select all these things, I put in my name. Let's say I put in my name. Let's say I put in my credit card. Expiry date, same date. So let's say I put in all these things. And I put the CCV number. CCV number is a 3-digit number behind their credit card. So it's all have to be keyed in accurately. So after I key in all this information correctly, then make sure that the member have to take the HSBC form, the manual form, the EPP manual, and they fill up the information exactly the same. What they have to pay is 2,745.71 with all the bank information and all this credit card information. Everything is the same. They fill out everything in the manual form. Then I click submit. Okay, I click submit. This is the reference number. It's not the actual sales, it's only a reference number. The sale is not materialized yet. They are not generating a bill yet because they haven't approved the EPP. What I do is that the CS at the back end will take this particular bill to get the approval code. Once they get the approval code, the sale is still not done yet until the member pass in the manual form to the branches or post it up. Then we will create a back-end system for branches staff or the HQ staff. When they receive a form, they have to verify if this is the actual transaction. If yes, then there is a button in the system for them to yes. They say they already submit the form and receive it and verify everything. Only then the sales for this particular transaction will be materialized. Okay, so this is the transaction that I do, x688. Okay, so this is called the manual EPP. And we can come to here, you can see here, there's order history. Actually, there's a lot of order history here. Okay, this is a bill that just now I generated. But the status is all pending because it's all only a testing site. But by right, that is that if the member already key in the information, they have the approval code, that means they will key in the approval code here, getting the approval code, plus when they submit the form, the sales will become transaction sales. But right now it's only a testing. So that is the transaction that the member will see, okay, this is my transaction. Okay, so same thing for, let's say I show you the online EPP. Online EPP is only right now only public bank, don't have other bank. Okay, do a quick one. Okay, the sign up process the same, everything is the same. Okay, date of birth. See the sign up process. Actually, after you used to that, the sign up process is about it's the same. It can be quite fast. Sign up process. Next, choose a platinum package. Okay, done. Place order. Okay, so this is all the information, address. Okay, in here I choose the delivery. Okay, you can see if I'm using online EPP, it will ask us that what is the installment amount. So I can choose the installment. Let's say I choose 24. Okay, it's the same thing. 6.6%. My amount is 3160. Charging 6.6%. So my final payment is 6,534. I click OK. I submit. But when I do this one, you can find that when it comes to online EPP, it going back to the payment gateway again. So that means that I do not need to submit the form or do anything. This one right now is only for public bank, only one bank. The rest of bank, they don't have this function. So what I do is that I just put in all my card holder name, all my information. I click, I submit, process. Bank send me the OTC number. I click OK. Everything done. The sales done. That's it. Very simple. So the online EPP that the member no need to fill out the form anymore, no need to submit the form anymore, because everything is online. So this is only very good for those who are using the public bank. Okay, so the process for online EPP is this. Okay, of course, right now you have another one option sign up. It's called the iElken. Okay, iElken, the process is the same. I choose iElken. Everything is the same. Fill up the member particular information. Okay, I show you all the steps. Choosing a package, place order, address information, key in the address, shipping. Okay, so iElken is very simple. Until I first put a name again, that means my applicant name. You just make sure that it's the same name. So I put the applicant name. So I read the policy. Everything done. So I just click submit. So done. iElken is that. So the next step is that they have to prepare all the iElken form. They have to submit to branches to check. And we are going to add in the new feature in the near future that they can upload all the iElken form online. That means they even do not need to submit the form first. They can submit online first. Then we can check whether it's approved or not. But anyway, they still have to submit their physical form to the branches or HQ for final approval. So there's a reference number, X669. Okay, so right now they just have to submit the form to the branches or HQ first. So the order history. So you see this is a AEon form. Now this just now is the EPP, this is the AEon. The upload is not ready yet. So when the upload is ready, that means that if they can click the upload, that means they can upload their AEon application form, their payslip, their IC number, their IC, everything. Upload everything on there, then the company will help them to process this particular transaction. Okay, so this is basically a enrollment. So few methods from the normal enroll up to using the EPP and AEon method. But we can see that the process is the same. It's just that the method is different, but the sign up process is everything the same. So that is called the enrollment. The second function is very crucial for them. It's called shopping. If I want to shop, I click the shop here. You can see there is a two function here. For my own, that means I want to buy this repeat sales item for my own. This one, I want to buy it for other people. I want to buy it for my downline. So I need to key in my downline ID here. Then it will show my downline name. And then make sure it's accurate. Then I only continue. This one is a buy for my downline. If I want to buy for my own, then I click here. If I want to buy for my downline, then I click this one and key in my downline member ID. So let's say I want to buy for my own. Same step. So right now you can see that we can buy not only for Malaysia, we can buy for other country. Sign up is linked to, if I choose Malaysia, I have to send product to Malaysia. But when I come to the repeat sales, for example, I stay in Malaysia. Right now my friend in Singapore want to buy products. He asked me to send a product. I no need to, what I do is that I just choose Singapore. If let's say I'm in Malaysia, my friend in Singapore want to buy a product, then I just choose Singapore. Then I process. That means that I will send this particular product, this repeat sales item to my friend. Okay, so this is all the product that you can see here and so on. Yeah. Or I can choose Thailand, Hong Kong, and other places. Let's say I choose West Malaysia. Okay, so this is my test account. They haven't loaded in the health product yet. This is a test account, but the actual account, you can see all the health product, all the item will be here like Spirina, everything and so on. But since the test account, they haven't completed putting all the information. So the beauty is all the beauty product. Okay, it's all here. Then the home product is where they are, is their Spirina, all the thing item is be here. Okay. So let's say I buy any product I want. So let's say I just choose, this is the lingerie, just for your information. The lingerie right now, we are developing the function of they can choose the lingerie size in the system, but it's not complete yet. It's not done yet. So, but when it's done, they were able to be able to choose the size when it comes to the purchasing the lingerie. But right now it's still not able. You can see here upper here is also there's a category here. There's one category here, one category just for information for those who are using iPad or iPhone. Sometimes in this particular area, they won't able to see this particular area in the in the iPhone or in the iPad mobile device. But there is still a category up here. So, for example, they want to change from health to beauty to home. They can choose the category here. Our category above here is applicable for the mobile side. So the product is still come up. So let's say I want to choose the long girdle. The size of, sorry, this is the testing account. The actual one, you haven't seen this yet. This is the size that the member able to choose, but it's not live yet because still have some problems. We have still the last testing, but anyway, this is going to happen in the near future. So let's say I want to choose a size here, I just continue. But right now it's still on the testing. Okay. So let's say this is the product I want to buy, my shopping. Then I do the place order. Then it's all the information will load up in here exactly the same. Then I confirm the info. Okay, so this is a repurchase order. Same thing, I choose delivery. I ignore this part first. I can use a credit card. I click authority and placement. Invalid stock, just ignore this one because test account they haven't put in the stock yet. Okay, so but if the live account, that when you really key in that you buy the Sprinter whatever, you click the placement, that's it, is when you do all the ordering. You go to the iPay again. Since the test account, so I'm not able to show you now, they haven't put in the stock. Okay, so this is a process for shopping. It's very simple. If I click the edit shopping here, that means that I'm going to add in more. I can continue shopping, I can add in more items. Let's say I want to buy Yusuf, I can put in here, add to tab again. So I can do here, I come to shopping. You can see I already have two items. Okay, so I'm going to buy these two items with the payment of 4,230. Then I click place order again, then you continue. So this is the process of what you call the shopping. It's quite straightforward and very simple. There's all the shipping information correspondent. You can change here, and that's it. So it's the same process again. Okay, so whenever we shop, okay, shopping is where we just go to do the repeat purchase. When you can see the order history. Okay, here is the order history. That means that what is the order that we buy. You click the button here. There's yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days, this month, last month, whatever. So, or even I can define a date from which date to which date, how many things. Let's say I go to check the last 7 days, and day I buy anything. Okay, last 70 days, I do one offline IPP. Okay, so this is the transaction that I did. And then if I choose last 30 days, see what else the transaction that I did. Okay, this all the purchase historical history is all here. Register is those who do a new sign up. If I can click the text invoice here, then I can check. Okay, so this is an invoice. That means I sign up these people. Okay, telephone number, I buy all this product. Okay, so here is the delivery information. And here is the member information, here is the delivery information, and here is the bill transaction, and the reference number is all here. Okay, then you can see that is the sign up new member or repurchase. Also, this is a repurchase that I buy product again. Also, the transaction number and all the information be here. AMT is referred to those doing the auto maintenance. Okay, so this is an auto maintenance bill, AMT. The transaction here. Then is the what you call the package that I bought, 186 CV delivery information. So all the information is in here on the invoice. If the customer want to find the invoice what they buy, they just come back here and check it out. If you're still doing the order history, let's say I do EPP. If my EPP is still in pending, you won't find your order history in here because it's a pending sales. Until that EPP or iElken sales converted into the real sales, then you will see that the transaction will appear in the order history as well. And that is only when it's become the real transaction. Okay, so shopping here, shopping also here. You can see there are two shopping the normal way and shopping using the EPP. Normal EPP, iElken loan, I think just now we just go for the manual EPP. You can see the process is the same, HSBC. Proceed. Or in here they load up all the item already. Okay, so you can see all the shopping here. I can buy 4 Sprinter. I want to buy. Okay, the EPA. Then I can buy some beauty product. Okay, I want to buy this package. Let's say everything add to cap. Again, so let's say this is all the product I buy. So this is a transaction. El Maria Bronx set. I'll continue shopping. To catch. Okay, I buy Sprinter. I buy again. Okay, so that's 3 items that I buy. But if I found that if I make mistake, iElken Sprinter, I only want to buy 1 bottle instead of 3. So I can change it to 1. I just click update. That's it. So it become update to 111. So the total amount paid is 4171 pricing. So if everything is okay, done, I just click place order. Same thing, key in all your address information, phone number must be accurate. In here, coming back here, shipping method delivery, then you can see it's exactly the same thing again. Fill in your 6 month, 12 month, select the tenor first. Let's say I select 24 tenor times 6.6% admin fee with all the cardholder name, cardholder information, credit card information, CCV, all the information in here. I put in all the information here. I agree, I submit. That's it. So the sales here is a pending sales, remember, because it's manual EPP. So the CS will pick up this sales, they will process it to get the approval code, then the member have to submit the original form to branches or to HQ in order to verify it. So with the original form, after you receive, you verify it, then the sales will only turn into the actual sales. Okay, so this is the shopping. Okay, I cover the enrollment, I cover the shopping, I cover the easy payment and iElken loan. Okay, this is all it's the same, basically the same thing. It's just a few payment method different only. Okay, auto maintenance. This is where the member want to buy the auto maintenance for them to maintain, like 12 weeks or 24 weeks in one shot. They don't need to buy month by month. So when I click the auto maintenance, they have to click subscribe auto maintenance. If they want to buy auto maintenance, they have come to here. They cannot go to shop, they cannot go to EPP. They have to go to auto maintenance. So auto maintenance, they subscribe auto maintenance. Right now, auto maintenance is only using credit card, but in the future, people also can use the EPP to do the auto maintenance. But for now, it's only the normal transaction. Same thing, auto maintenance, buy for my own. I can buy on behalf of my downline. So let's say I buy for my own. I choose West Malaysia. I continue. Okay, so this is all the auto maintenance packages. They cannot choose the risk item, they have to choose the item from here. From up to 360, they can buy whatever package they want. For example, if you want to buy the Kington, the buy one. So that means that I have 360 CV. So basically for this particular transaction, I have 24 week active for next 24 weeks. So when I buy the package, you can see the process is the same. Place order, address. So all the process is the same. You only need to learn to do 1 time, 2 time. The rest is basically the same. So delivery, credit card, read, submit, then go to the payment gateway. Okay, key in all the information required. When it's done, it's done. So that means I already have the auto maintenance. So it's very simple. Just remember, want to buy auto maintenance, have to come to here. So this is order maintenance history. Okay, just now, this is my historical I buy, the thing that I really bought. So with all this information, you can see that because let's say this particular transaction, auto maintenance transaction, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 weeks of auto maintenance. This transaction, I bought it on 26. So on 26, I have 66 CV. 4 weeks after that, so 26, 27, 28, 29, on the week 30, I will have another 60 CV. On the week 34, I will have another 60 CV, another 60 CV, another 60 CV, another 60 CV, and so on, until the transaction completed. So I will have about 24 weeks auto maintenance. Okay, so this is for auto maintenance. There's a lot of things to cover, but it's the same thing. As long as when you start using it, it's the same thing. So let me go back to the home again. Okay, so far we cover my account, we cover shopping, easy payment EPP, we cover auto maintenance, and we cover enrollment. And right now, let go back to read some report already. Reports and e-wallet. We're going to cover these two parts. So the one part is called the e-wallet. E-wallet, I already activated the account, so you won't see here. So first thing, if the account is not activated, they have to require for them to upload their IC. So when they upload the IC, then they have to click that they want to activate the e-wallet. If they click activate the e-wallet, they're going to receive an email like this. E-wallet account activation. They're going to receive the email. Or they have to go back to the email and check. They will receive an email. It's called e-wallet activation. Inside the email, there's a link. They click the link here to create their e-wallet password. Since I already created the e-wallet password, so I just skip this step. So they just click this link. They will bring them to a page called to create e-wallet password. E-wallet password must be 6 digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 digit only, like the bank ATM PIN number. Create the PIN number, that's it. So that means there are 2-tier security. One is the login password, one is the e-wallet password. So after I create the e-wallet password, so I load up the photo. So what I mean by verify, if the backend, the CS and finance already confirm the IC belong to the same person, they will see the verify. If it's not verified, that means that just ask them to be patient a little bit. That means their IC haven't been verified yet. In the future, we're going to add in another button here in the near future. If the CS and finance, they rejected their IC, that means that it's too blur, they cannot see, that means we will show there's a rejected button here. But that one is for the future, it's a coming one. So for right now, as long as they load up their IC, the IC is clear, what they do is they just wait. Or for the CS to pick up, then they will put in the verify. When they verify, it's done. They cannot re-upload their IC again. If the IC is not verified, they're still able to re-upload their IC for this moment. Okay, so the IC is validated. So when they validate, that means that they're able to receive the bonus, they're able to use all the e-wallet function here. Okay, so this roughly I show you the e-wallet function. E-wallet function is going to start in about 10 days time. In the next 10 days, that the DA will start able to use the e-wallet. For example, they're able to load their bonus into e-wallet instead of withdraw up. Okay, forgot password. They can click, they want to change the password, they click a reset. They come to this page. For them to key in the yeah, I'm not supposed to click the reset because it's going send to my email again. So right now I have to go to my email. This is a different email. Okay, but basically when they send the email will be like this. So you click the link, then they will just have to key in the e-wallet password, the new one, and the whatever password again. Okay. So forgot password, and not supposed. So forgot password, you click, I see the email like this with a link for me to change the password. So this one is a change the e-wallet password. Now I click in my current password, then I put in my 2 new password here. Remember, 6 digit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for them to changing. All the e-wallet password must be 6 digit. Okay, for e-wallet, there are few functions the member can use. This one is just learn it a while, because in 10 days when the e-wallet function is on, then the member start asking how they're going to use it. When the e-wallet function is on, if they have e-wallet money, they mean basically they can use the e-wallet money to do the shopping, to do the sign up. So if my e-wallet I have 2,000 ringgit, let's say, I can go to the shopping, I buy the product with less than 2,000, I can pay through the e-wallet. That means I don't need to use a credit card, or I can even sign up the people with my e-wallet as well. And there are some other functions I can do. I can transfer the money to my downline. Right now e-wallet 0. So for example, in here, let's say I have 10,000. What I do is that I can transfer to my BA. I click my BA member ID. I verify it's confirmed with them. I put in the amount with all the reference number for my personal use. When I click continue, it will ask me for my e-wallet password. I put in my e-wallet password, everything there. Then the money will transfer to my downline. Also right now, because there's no transaction, so it's empty. So if there's transaction, you can see that there is a money that credited into your downline. So I can request transfer to my downline, or I can request to withdraw. For those who are set the function in the My Account to auto debit every time they have bonus, basically they won't see the withdrawal. Withdrawal here basically is 0 because they withdraw the money every week. But let's say they put the money into e-wallet, and the e-wallet, let's say, already have 10,000 ringgit, whatever. They want to withdraw the money out manually, then they come to the withdrawal function here. When they go to the withdrawal function here, then in here, I click the withdrawal e-wallet, I can withdraw the money that I want. For example, I withdraw 10,000. I have 10,000. Right now, 0 cannot withdraw. Let's say 10,000. I want to withdraw 5,000. I put 5,000. I put some of my reference number remark. I click submit and my e-wallet password. When I submit, the finance will pick up this particular transaction. They can submit their withdrawal anytime they want within the week, but the finance will only pick up the transaction on the next Monday. So whatever that the request by this week, they only will receive the money in next week. Okay, so this is the e-wallet withdrawal. So e-wallet, the function for e-wallet, very simple. They can transfer money to the downline, they can withdraw up to the bank, or they can use the e-wallet money to purchase product or to sign up new people. So basically, this is the e-wallet function. I think I cover most of the functionality already. Right now, let me just go to the report before we can end. Before we can almost like ending this meeting. Okay, report. So right now we have to go to see the reports. Home. Okay, home here is the report that is the dashboard report. Okay, so dashboard report is where they can see the function. We have been added in this new function, but this test account is not complete. So the previously they can see their report only on current week, the dashboard. But right now, if they can choose here, they can go back to see their previous week, what they call the previous week dashboard. Okay, so let me go through quickly about how they can view the dashboard. So what are the information that within the dashboard for them? Okay, first, this is their achieved rank. So if I BA, of course my achieved rank is BA. If I have 2,000, my achieved rank will become my star diamond. That is the actual rank this week, or the qualified rank. This is the next rank, this is the highest rank. We can see here is the OPS. OPS right now, red color. If the OPS green color, that means that they already have 360 CV with one left and one right. They're going to qualify for OPS. Qualify for trial formation, that means minimum they will earn 10% team bonus. They are BA. Okay, so this is a line that what is their pay leg volume. So we can see that their pay leg, if they hit 2,000, they become SD, 5,000 become RD, and so on. So the highest, the bar here, that means the highest is the volume. Okay, personal maintenance status. This is whether they are active or inactive for this week. Okay, so for example, I have the personal, I maintain here week 26. So when I maintain week 26, I have how many weeks I'm active? 4 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 weeks, I have green color. On the 5th week, still red color. So that means that in week 30, I need to do the maintenance. If I don't do the personal maintenance, that means I maybe lost my bonus. I maybe will also my power leg not able to carry forward 100% on my power leg. Or it may be a thrust up to maximum 2,000. So this is what they call the maintenance. As long as they go to shopping to buy product, they will, with the 60 CV within the week, they're going to start maintaining. In here, can see two things. Member and own. As I say that some of them may sign up member instead of BA, but it's very rare now. Member is for those who are joined in, then they only want to buy product only. That's it. They don't want to sign up people, they don't want to earn bonus, they are buy product. But when the member is buying product only, the member CV will be in here. And this is their own CV. So the two CV add together is their personal CV. So these two CV add together, they must have 60 CV in order for them to earn the bonus. Here is their bonus statement. Okay, retail profit, ignore this one for now onward. We will only talk about retail profit when there is a personal website is going to go live. But right now there's no retail profit they will create, and they have to do it. They have to sell to their friend with the retail price and they take the money. But in the online, there is no retail profit yet until the personal website is coming up. Okay, welcome bonus, team bonus. Welcome bonus is where the bonus earned on the direct level, and this is the bonus they earn on indirect level, level 1, level 2. If you go to see all the welcome pack, you can see there's a L1 and L2. So L1 is that if I sponsor a member, a BA with silver, gold, or platinum, the money that I earn. If I help my member to sponsor another people, it's called L2. That is the second level, the bonus that I earn. So welcome bonus have L1 and L2. So they can click. So that means that, okay, they sign up new people. This is a bonus that they earn. Okay, if I click here, I can see my second level. So right now my second level is 0 because I haven't sponsored anyone yet. Okay, all the money right now is displayed in USD. Okay, team bonus. Team bonus, there's a few sections here. One is called the team bonus entitlement. If I'm getting 0, that means I don't earn any team bonus. 10% means that at least I'm active. I have one left, one right is active. 3 people, what is called the trial formation. When I have trial formation, I will have at least 10%, what we call the team bonus entitlement. If I have 3 left and 3 right, then I will have this 15% entitlement. But right now I'm 10%. So how do I know? In here I can see my left CV is 162, my right CV is 809. So this is my pay leg. This is my power leg. 809 is power leg. Left is the pay leg. Pay leg is 162. So 162 times 10%. That's my team bonus I earned, 16.2 USD. Sponsor line, active sponsor line. That means how many people that my personally sponsor line on my left and right team, they are active. So in here, you can see that my left 2 is active, my right 1 is active. So I have at least 1. So I have 10%. So in here, if I see I have at least 3 and 3 minimum, then I will have 15% in here. So I will know that which leg I'm missing up, or I need to go to sponsor, I need to get them to buy a product. In order for me to get 15%, I can look at here, left and right. If the BA, they want to get to know further information about their network structure, what they can do is that you go to team bonus. Actually, you can click the team bonus. You click the team bonus. Let's say you click. When you click the team bonus, you can come up, this is called their structure, their qualification structure. In here that you can see that I sponsor 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people. I sponsor five people in my account. These 5 people. And then these people are put in my left team, right team, left team, left team. I have 1 on right, 4 on left. This is my active BA. So how many active BA in one line? So my first line, no people active. Okay, my second line here, I have 3 people, total 3 people active in my network. So this test 10, I right is active. This one is also active. So you can see that I have sponsor line active. That means one line, I only consider 1. This one, if I'm not very sure, to go through the marketing plan. Because today I'm not going to go through a marketing plan. So as long as my this sponsor line have at least 1 BA, I'll consider 1 people active on my left. So 1 people left active, this line. And this line also active. So that means that I have 2 left active. And this line in my right hand. So my right hand is active. So I have 2 left, 1 right is active. So I entitled for 10%. If I sponsor 6 people, assuming that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, and then I put them in left, right, if at least I have 3 left and 3 right is active, so in here I will have 15% entitlement. So this one for leader to check within their own sponsor line, how many people are active, active BA in the left and right. So they need about 6 people, 3 left, 3 right. Here is the figure to show that within that line, how many people they are become qualified or achieve SD. If let's say this line have 1 SD, that means that within this line, I have 1 people already qualified as SD this week. If I have RD, that means I have RD qualified. ED is ED qualified. So this one is a ranking qualification within my line. So this one gives them more depth about their network structure and also will guide them to doing that, how they're going to entitle for the bonus. So this one is very crucial for those who do business. They have to know that how many they are qualified, how many people left, right, they are qualified, who they are active within the line, that they can monitor and they can use this information to guide them to earn 15% or the team bonus or 10% or to guide them to increase the ranking or move to the next rank. So this is all the information within their placement tree in the 1 grant. Okay, so total CV, right CV. So this is called the team bonus. And just one information for all this bonus and all the information right now in the system is set to be updated. Is set to be updated on every 30 minutes. So every 30 minutes, the system will update the information accordingly. Their bonus, to recalculate their bonus, to calculate their CV and so on every 30 minutes. And during this system refresh, that means every 30 minutes, the system will refresh. And sometimes you will see that the information within the dashboard will go into the zero, will turn into zero. Suddenly people can see that the welcome bonus become zero, the team bonus become zero. Suddenly the ranking all become BA, no more ranking. Or some leader may feel a little bit confused during this period. Just ensure them that it's fine. Or when they see the whole thing become zero, no more PV, the ranking gone, whatever, ask them no need to worry, because this is where the system refresh to calculate the bonus. Ask them to log in again in the next 5 minutes. So they log in there, they see is a weird one, let it be. So after 5-10 minutes, they log in again. When the system finish calculated, they will see all their bonus, whatever is back into place with the updated information. Or normally the refresh take about few minutes only. Okay, so this is team bonus. Mental bonus right now is 0. So if they have mental bonus, they can see how much they earn level by level in here. Or this one is only applied to those SD and above. If SD, they can earn up to 2 level mental bonus. Quarterly dividend, how many share they earn? This one for those who are higher than crown. If they're higher than crown, they can earn the share in here. So this is the 1 grand on my sponsor tree. Just ignore this one a little bit. Why is a little bit weird that this happened? Because I did a cancellation of the bill. So just ignore this one, because this one is test account. So normally this one will higher than this sponsor line. So for example, I have 10 direct sponsor line, then how many my line active? If I have 10, that means all my 10 line active. If I have 10, 5, that means my only 5 line is active. Then this is a 1 grand on my whole structure. How many of them are qualified Star Diamond, qualified Empire Diamond, Crown, and so on, and how many new members joining me, how many active members within that week. Okay, so this is the, here is a Moscow campaign. Right now it's only show level 1. They'll be showing a level 2 soon. Already built that function now. So hopefully by this Friday we can see the level 1 and level 2 Moscow qualification. So member can track their performance for level 1 and level 2, how many people they require for them to go to the Moscow. So this is the dashboard information. It's a one quick information on what happened to the whole structure, the network structure. For those who used to this, it's very fast that they can just take a look, then they will know what happened to the network at that particular moment. And they can go back data again. So this is a dashboard information. And if they want to find out more information, they can go to here. The genealogy as well will give them a little bit more information. Genealogy, there's a few information. Enroll now, we talked about that already. So let's look at the sponsor tree, and placement tree. If they click their sponsor network tree, okay, here is the information for this particular people. That means this is my sponsor. My account number, the name, or whether this account is valid, invalid. Why it's become invalid? Because I terminated this particular member, so it become invalid. But normally, if you see green color, all the people should be green color, except that after 1 year they don't do any maintenance, then they only become red color. That's considered a year from now. Or their account is terminated, they request for refund, then you will see there's a red color. Okay, so this is the normal account. So that means this account is an active BA. If they're SD, they will become SD. Active now. They are placement on left or right of their tree. Also, this account is placed on the right hand side of my placement tree, placed on left hand side. Date of join. Last maintenance week. So this one is 201629. That means this account is maintenance up to week 29. Okay, let's come back to the home again. So right now is week what? Right now is week 28. So week 29, that means the particular account is active until week 29. When it comes to the week 30, they need to do a maintenance. So the leader, if they know how to see this one, they're able to monitor their members, see which one they need to be active, which one not to be active. So up to week 29. So after week 30, I have to buy something. If I don't buy something, that means I become inactive already. So this is the information on left CV, right CV. Current week, left CV, right CV. What's their total CV now? Left, right. And the last one is their sponsor line. How many? 2 left, 1 right active. So that means that I have 10%. So if I have 3, I will see at least I have 15%. This one is the information. I have 5 sponsor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And total network is 8 people. If I open up account, I will have 8 people in my total network. So it's 5 and 8. Okay. So here is the one simple way to check my whole sponsor network. What is the performance within that week? So the leader able to open up this particular sponsor tree and check the whole network structure, what happened to them. Sponsor tree by level. So this one is level 1, level 2. This is another view of their sponsor tree. Level 1, level 2, level 3, how many people and what are their information is here. So this is a sponsor tree, network tree, level 1, 2, 3. Just look at the tree in summary. Placement tree. Okay, so this is a placement tree. So who are in my left, who are on my right. Okay, there's a detail here. If you click a detail, you can see there's information left CV, right CV. If I click detail here, that means I can see the 002, what is the CV? 0, but they have right is 1049 CV. So I can click everyone here, I can find out their, what do you call? Their information, left and right CV information. This feature going to enhance it in the near future. That means more information going to provided into this particular information. So when they click it, they not only see the left, right CV, they may see more information regarding their network. It's coming soon. Okay, so this is the placement tree structure. They also can go to search the placement tree in case that the network is very big, they're not able to search one by one. So what they do is that they can put the member ID here. Then they can go and search. So they can go to find their placement. So it's going to show the 005 here just now and with their network structure. Okay, so this is the placement tree. All the information. Report center. Report center right now they have what they call the bonus statement. Or if they want to find their previous bonus statement, they have to come to the report center. Then they can choose. So right now bonus statement show 22, 23, 24, 25 week. So when we are calculate completed, we will put in the new bonus statement again. So this is where their historical bonus statement they can see. So let's week, let's say week 25, see what are the bonus statement. So if they click this one, so this one show the bonus. This one not exited because this is test account, so we never run the bonus for this particular account. But if the real account, if I click here, then it will come up with a bonus statement. This member bonus statement to show them what is their welcome bonus, team bonus, mentor bonus, every bonus for the particular week. So they will have the historical information on week from week that what is their actual bonus for their historical. So it's all inside the bonus statement here. Okay, so this is basically the function that the live function that they will see here. Of course, it's going to improve from time to time. My feedback is where they have complained. They want to put in the feedback. Okay, here they can put in whatever file they want to do, the capture file, the email address, the subject. They can choose what happened to them, all the different category. They write their feedback, then they send. So the CS will be able to pick up this particular case and follow up with them. So what is the case that they want to follow? So for example, let's say I put in subject, all the different problem. Says testing only. Ignore. Okay, if I click send, that means the CS is going to be able to pick up this particular transaction. So right now, they will see the back end, they will have one case log. It's called the test account, but of course, they will ignore that. The historical is mean that, okay, this is the case that I logged in. Just now. So I will know that what is the historical case that I logged in. It helped me to follow up my feedback case as well. And basically, this is all the information that the member will have it right now at their live. In here, okay, the Smart E-Library, we're going to test it now. It's going to launch very soon also. That means that I just let you know as well, since we're going to launch it soon. Smart E-Library is where they have the information on the company will put up the form, the product information, all the video link here, whatever, that they will help them to put all the tools and materials into one particular place for them to download and view it to help them to do their business. So this one is going to launch it very soon as well. We're going to do it. So basically, this is the details. I wouldn't say brief. It's quite a detailed introduction for the whole iBS. I think maybe you're a little bit overwhelming now. So many information. So what I do is that we're going to stop for for 5 minutes. I think it's good enough that we provide a lot of information. I'm going to stop for 5 minutes, but I will still stay here for another 15 minutes. So what you do that if you have question, I believe that's the chat room here. You just put in your question in the chat. Later on, I will just I will just read through the chat. If you have question, then I will try to answer your question, or to give you a Q&A session for you to answer your question. So what you do is that you just type in whatever question that you have. Hopefully I can answer you. Then put in the chat room. Then we'll take a 5-minute break. Okay, so within this 5 minutes, and you're going to put in all the questions. Then I will come back again to answer your question. Before I stop, okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay, so in here you can see there's a folder. Whatever that information I mentioned, if you forgot it, whatever, just go to your Max folder. Your Max folder, you look for Sharon Tai. When you go inside the Sharon Tai, that is called the iBS training. Okay, you go inside the iBS training. Okay, this is all the file, all the step by step that I mentioned. All the step by step here will be in here. So you don't know, you just come back and give a reference. For example, this is a PPT topic. All the step by step, how we're going to do it, all the step is here. So you are not sure, you go back here, you look at the, the account, or maybe the topic that you're not sure, you go to click that particular topic. We'll show you the step by step PPT presentation on how to use the iBS. You can use this one for your training as well. If you want to train the people in the branches, whatever, take this iBS training PPT and share with your members, with the leader, is fine with me. And then of course we'll update from time to time. And here is another, is a PDF topic. Now you can see all is a PDF topic here. PDF topic is done by marketing, very nicely done. All the step by step in the PDF form. You can forward it, send it to all your BA, whoever they don't know. Then they can take this particular the PDF form, and then they can follow up. They can follow up with the how to use all the step by step in here, and all the how to check the BA, all the new thing is here. I later on I will ask Sheldon to put in some other information that just like I promised. What it means really by placement and sponsor. We will put in the scenario there. The scenario of placement and sponsor. If you choose a placement and sponsor, then how the computer going to place the people accordingly. We're going to put in the scenario in here as well, so you can have a good reference for you for all to come back here to this folder again and again for any question or anything that you are not sure. So all the thing will be in here. Okay, so this is the what do you call the folder that you can help you for the reference. Okay, I think enough for now. I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes. Those of you are super familiar, you can leave now. I think I'm fine. If you have a question, you make sure you put in your question in the chat. Then we will come back here 5 minutes from now to answer your question. If I found out there is no question asked after 5 minutes, that means this training will be ended. So thank you very much. I come back here in 5 minutes time. Thank you. Good morning. Coming back again. So we are going to checking your question and I'm going to answer one by one. If those who are your question, if I'm not able to answer right now, I will give you a question later. So what happens is that I'm going to look at the question again. Hopefully I can answer your question now. Okay, so what is that? E-wallet payment for new and enrollment. Okay, so basically the e-wallet, the bonus payment, the normal procedure is like this, normal procedure. So okay, let's say week 20, let's say this is week 28. Example, I take week 28 as an example. So week 28 closing, and my bonus statement is going to come up in 1 week later. So that means I come up in week 29, 1 week later. After my bonus statement come up, I need to wait another 3 weeks for me to receive my bonus, the actual bonus that go into bank. So 3 weeks. So 1 week bonus plus 3 week waiting. So totally the waiting period for the for the all the new member or whatever member, their bonus, it should be they're able to receive their bonus about 4 weeks from now. Except that the company will do some special arrangement and so on. If otherwise, the normal procedure is that 1 month or 4 weeks. We talk about 4 weeks. So they probably will expect to receive their bonus into the bank in 4 weeks' time, provided that they upload their IC, they do all the thing, verify, they provided that they give all their information correctly. So hopefully I answered the question from Ipo, or the iElken for e-wallet payment for all the new enrollment is basically waiting for 4 weeks. Okay, and if they choose the money to stay inside their e-wallet, of course, then they will never see the money go to bank. They have to go to ask the bank to be asked. They have to request the e-wallet withdrawal for them from the e-wallet. Then they go to the bank again. But basically, the standard information is 4 weeks. That means that they're able to see their e-wallet in them. They see their bonus into their e-wallet. Okay, laundry size can exchange after delivery. Okay, this one right now we are working up with the CS now. For temporarily, we still don't let them to exchange. So they have to pick the correct side. But of course, there will be something in and on that particular part. So this particular section, I will let the CS to come up with the standard procedure, whether they can exchange or not exchange. If they want to exchange, then what is the procedure that it come up. So this one we will work with the CS to give you a proper answer. But just let the member know that just say no exchange for this moment. So that means that they have to better to get the size right before they select the laundry. So the next question, a lot of members they upload IC but it's not verified yet, then they're afraid they're not able to receive the bonus. Okay, for temporary measurement, don't announce this one to the leader first. So let the company do the formal announcement. Don't tell other people. So for temporary, for this week and for this week, what we do is that we're going to release the bonus for those IC that even not verified. So that means that they do not need to worry about their bonus. We're going to release to them, or even the IC is not verified yet. But this one is only for temporary. Don't mention to the member first. We'll wait for the company to do the formal announcement. But in the future, they will still require the IC to be verified. But for temporary, because of a lot of problem that associate with the not verifying. So for this week and maybe next week, but this one all wait for the company formal announcement, and we're going to release the bonus even the IC is not validated. Okay, so this one I will answer the question for Sony. The next one, husband buys Senselect package from Aaron Chin, but why want to join? Okay or not? Yeah, okay, no problem. For all the Senselect packages, they can go to the website, the Senselect Challenger website. You key in the information. If the husband buy, they want to for their wife to join, it's okay, it's fine, no problem. So that the marketing, they will trace the particular invoice number. So the invoice number only can use one time. So if the husband key in their wife name, that means the invoice number will be voiced. That means cannot use for second time, but it's okay for husband to buy and let the wife to join. So it's possible. Okay, so answer that question. So the next one. Moscow, yes, of course. Just now as I mentioned, we're going to add in the feature for L1 and L2. It's not done yet, but when it's done, we're going to hopefully by this week, we're going to have the Moscow campaign for L1 and L2 tracking. Hopefully by this week, it's going to be done. Okay, so I answer the Sony question. The next one. What is the best way to train leader? One-to-one coaching. There's a many way that we can train the leader on how to use it. Okay, we can do classroom training. I mean, they come here, we show them the training, and for me, that depending on the internet skill of that particular leader, if they are very good, basically without training, they also can do it on their own already. Although I show you a lot of method just now, all the steps, but actually it's not complicated. For example, the enrollment, after you get the enrollment, how to do it already, basically the step is the same. But for those that are not very internet savvy, then they may have some problems. So how are we going to train them? So this is why we have to provide them a lot of methods to training them. One, we can do a classroom training. Of course, this one we can train them, but that one is more for them to get to know the overall view of the iBS. Whether they know exactly how to do it is still not there yet, because the classroom training will give them a lot of idea of how to use iBS, but the actual training is still better for them to do the sign up on their own. If they're not sure when they want to do a sign up, so this is why Ms. Pang set up all the iBS expert in branches, is where the people have the chance to do the hand-on. For example, you got the member that come here, they say they want to do sign up, they don't know. So the iBS expert can ask them to do the sign up in front of them right away with the computer, and then you guiding them. I think this is the best way, the leader, that they can learn the actual practice, they can learn and to how to sign up people and how to use iBS. There's another way, but this way, of course, it requires a lot of times and from the staff as well. Another few way to doing how to train is that just now I already show you in sharing folder, there's a lot of PDF file that marketing already put a lot of effort in to show them the step-by-step how to do it. And there's also a video, there's also a video file on how to use it. And then these all are the very good reference information. Send it to the leader, send it to the member. If they're not sure about the particular part, send it to them. And they can use the step-by-step method that show inside the PDF file and to do and to use for the iBS. So I would say that for the iBS, it requires a lot of patience for those who are not internet savvy. Multiple methods, training, one-on-one coaching, video, PDF file, all these methods together to train them. But I found that the coach them one-to-one is they will learn the most. Then the rest can put in together as well to give them some information. So it's together everything. So how long so that why I answer the question, how long the bonus historical record will be kept in the iBS system? If I'm not forgotten, it should be at least 1 year. On this one, let me check again, but it should have at least 1 year historical data in their iBS system. So it should be long enough for them to capture all the information. And then basically, what the leader do is that when they see their bonus statement, actually they can record it down. They can save it. Now in the browser, they can save the whole bonus statement down as well. So here it should have at least 1 year historical record. Okay, so the next one, we receive feedback why welcome pack not eligible for auto maintenance. Of course, welcome pack is not eligible for auto maintenance. This is a marketing plan. Welcome pack is for member to do the sign up. Auto maintenance is for member to use to maintain for the future, or the future maintenance. So it's a two separate package. And this one, I think it will require you to educate the member. The welcome pack is welcome pack. Auto maintain is a different, and the pay up is different. Welcome pack, member will receive their L1 and L2 bonus, but auto maintenance, they don't have the L1 and L2. But of course, they have higher CV, they have the longer period of maintenance, they have free products, so it's a different packages. This one just need to educate the leader. Okay, the next question. Do upline able to view downline purchase product? Okay, right now this feature is not in the iBS yet, except that the upline buy on behalf of the downline, then they can see their order in their historical order history. But this feature is not in the iBS yet. I will put into the list for future enhancement, but not at this moment, but for future enhancements. I think we can consider to put in this feature. Okay, but not for now. This one for future. Okay, we'll take a look on this one. So the next question. Does EPP apply to Thailand? Not yet. Thailand will be different financial functions. So right now, all the manual EPP just now we mentioned is only for Malaysia. So this one we need some time to work with the Thailand banking industry, to work with different country banking industry in order to come up with the EPP. Also right now, no. For sign up page, do need to fill in country code or mobile phone? Okay, my advice is that okay, when it come to the back end, actually when we trace that particular member, we will know that which country they are signed up. So of course, if they don't put in the country code, we look at it's Malaysia, then we know that it start from 60. If it's Singapore member, then of course it's Singapore. But for the people that maybe they're holding the different phone number, then my advice is that it's better to put in the country code as well. So just for easy reference for the CS as well, and also for our member as well, not call them. Because they may stay in Malaysia, they're using the Singapore phone number, then it will be very tricky for us to call them already. So my advice is that if they are cross country, it's better to put in all the country code for the member. But if they know they are only stay in Malaysia, they have the Malaysia ID, they put in Malaysia phone number, that means for us it's very easy to know that they are Malaysia phone. Okay, so the next one. If they put in the wrong placement, what should they do? They must put in the my feedback first, or they must file a complaint in the my feedback. Then we will check. The back end will have to check and verify whether is it okay to do the placement tree change or not. If no, then of course we reject. But if yes, then we will help them to do it. So they must file in the complaint very quick or within 3 days. Otherwise, we not entertain as well. Okay, the next one. Do you provide Chinese for the content of reset password email? I believe this one is that they want the email. They want the email with the Chinese word in there for the reset password. This one I will work with the marketing as well, because right now all the translation is done by a team. I will talk to the translation team to ask them to look at the email content as well, to possible to change it to Chinese and all the different languages. Okay, so I think I answer all the question. Hopefully that the today training will help you, will help you to learn better iBS. But remember to refer back to the Australian folder for all the different review again, to relearn again for all the steps, and also the placement and enrollment, or the what it mean by placement, enrollment, how you going to place, must review the what you call the must review the PowerPoint as well, with all the reference there. And if you have any question, I'm welcome you to just drop me an email, or maybe drop an email to Eric as well, and we're going to help you to answer your question as well. So thank you very much for attending the today training, and hopefully it will help you. So thank you very much, and goodbye.